The ultimate way to stand out is to be a conscious person. First of all, man, because no one's conscious. No one's conscious, man. You rarely meet a conscious person. But let me tell you the deeper reason. This is very deep, so hear me out. The reason a conscious person stands out to you is because you are the universe. You are consciousness. And you are looking for yourself. When you see yourself in someone else, something happens. You're like, I recognize something in me that is just so deep and so innate. And I see that and I feel that from them. It's consciousness recognizing consciousness. It's God recognizing God. This is why spiritual people stand out to you. And this is why you will stand out to others when you are conscious. Right? Because something in them, they won't be able to know what it is. They won't be able to pinpoint it. They'll have a tough time describing it. But something within them connects to you. You just resonate with them. You just do. Because you're conscious. Honestly, man, we're just going to the deepest reason. The deepest reason, the most fundamental reason is consciousness. It always comes back to, the rock bottom of reality, which is God. It's consciousness, right? So this is where we're operating from. Now, the principle here is the more conscious that you become, the more you're going to stand out. But careful, man, careful. It's not about being conscious in a spiritual ego way. Oh, notice my good vibe. Notice my good energy. No, man. Be careful of that spiritual ego trap. You got to be very careful of it. You want to be being and you want to be conscious, but you don't want to be doing it for anyone else. You want to do it for yourself and for the sake of being conscious. Okay? Because if you are really a conscious person, and this is a deep thing to say, but you can actually collapse the boundary and the duality between self and other. When you do this, you stop living life thinking about others all the time. You are true to your own direct experience, which is absolute, because you are consciousness, you are reality, you are living as you. And when you're honoring your life and when you're being true to yourself, you will realize, oh, I need to be conscious. I need to be conscious. I was going to say spiritually minded, but being conscious is much more, it's almost greater than being spiritual. When people say, oh, I want to be spiritual, it's, a lot of people, man, have this cultural misinterpretation of the word spiritual. They just don't get it, man. It goes over their head. Being spiritual, what it really means, what it's trying to say is being conscious. And being conscious is being of a higher vibration and a higher consciousness. Now, dude, let's say you are being conscious. How is it exactly that you're standing out? Well, I'll be completely honest with you, man. The way in which you stand out, it happens effortlessly. You don't need to do anything in particular because, ready, get this, it's not a doing, it's a being. Being conscious is a state of being. It's a quality of being. Make this distinction between doing and being, and dude, your life will change forever. Because, dude, being is being hooked up to the universe. It's being conscious. It's being connected. When you see someone being, you feel it. You just feel it. You can't not feel it. Because again, you are God and you're perceiving God in other. This stuff, the explanation of this is not coming from science or materialistic science or logic. It's coming from divine experience and intuition. It's coming from being. It's coming from, that direct experience that you have, which is your consciousness, which happens before you learn about science. That's why it's more true. So now, man, what do you do with this exactly? What do you do with this information? Well, I'll tell you, man, you go and be conscious. The work here is always going to be you working on being conscious. You actually can drop your mind, and you can even drop the idea of needing to be conscious, because when you're being conscious, your mind, it's not present. When I say your mind, I sort of mean your ego mind, your thinking mind. Remember, being conscious is the same thing as being, right? This means you don't need to be thinking too much. It means you being in the moment. It means you being present. It means you being here and now. And by the way, man, if you're not currently present, maybe your mind is off somewhere, just literally take this exact second to just become present. That's nice. Cool. Final thing I'm going to say for today, man, is this. It is very challenging to be conscious all the time. I'm sure you've seen, brother, that it's hard to be conscious every day. It's difficult. Therefore, if you'd like some support with that, if you want to work with me one-to-one as well, I do offer coaching. If you're interested in that, my friend, you can check out the link in the description. Otherwise, we're going to call it there. Just remember, dude, that all you're really here to do is to be conscious. You're going to be living your life anyway. You may as well be doing it and be conscious. And as a result, man, you're going to stand out to people and you're going to have some great relationships because of that. All right, man, that's going to be it for us. Take care, and as always, peace.